Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another fun episode of the Media Boat Podcast, your weekly rundown where we talk movies, TV, music, and video games, but not necessarily in that order. My name is Mike. His name is Matt.
My name is Matt. His name is Mike. Yeah, we'll see if it's fun. I don't know. Jury's still out. But we do have a podcast for you. It is August the 21st, 2026. It is episode 552. So let's get going.
Yep, we're going to start up with the music section. Start the music section with the Billboard. Start the Billboard with the Hot 100. And the hottest song in the land is still, for a record, Trues in Texas by Ella Langley.
It won't stop. It can't stop.
No, people keep choosing Texas. At 2, I Knew It, I Knew You by Taylor Swift. At 3, Been by Now by Morgan Wallen. Coming in at 4, Boston by Stella Lefty. And round out your top 5, Hate That It Made You Love Me by Ariana Grande. A couple shuffles around there,
Yeah.
but mostly stays the same.
Mhm.
As for your albums chart, your Billboard 200, at number 1 is not Ariana, like last week. Instead, we have this and that. That's the name of the album. This and That by Stray Kids. Y'all know what Stray Kids is.
What?
Wait, it is Stray Kids, right?
I believe they're a K-pop
Yes.
group. Yeah. Okay. I didn't know what you were insinuating.
Uh, I think of Ghosts. Kid Ghosts? Ghost Kids? What was the Kanye thing?
That's different. That was Kids See Ghosts.
Kids See Ghosts.
That was Kanye and Kid Cudi.
Yes,
And since then, Kid Cudi now basically disowns that whole project and doesn't talk to Kanye anymore.
as he should.
Yeah.
And number 2 is Pedal by Ariana Grande. Coming in at 3, You seems pretty sad for a girl so in love by Olivia Rodrigo. Then at 4 is Dandelion by Ella Langley. And right at your top 5, it's not Noah Kahan with The Great Divide.
Nope.
Nope. And number 5 is the problem himself, Morgan Wallen.
Yep.
So yeah, this and that, Stray Kids come in at number 1, pushes everything down 1 spot.
Pretty much.
If you like any of those albums, we have new releases,
Okay.
stuff that you can listen to today.
Yeah.
Starting with Thrasher, in all caps, by Brandon Flowers. Yes, that Brandon Flowers.
It's his country album.
Oh, he's going country too?
He sure is.
Oh no. Maybe I should listen to this one instead. We also have The Dark by Chelsea Wolfe, and that's Wolf with an E.
Mhm.
Trespasser by Grace Potter. What Are the Odds
Mhm.
by Georgia Smith. Materia by Julia Holter, but no relation to that Materia.
No, I don't think it's a concept album about the currency from or not the currency, the mystical power stuff from Final Fantasy VII.
hmm
Yeah.
We also have Punching the Clown by Lamb Chop.
Not that lamb chop.
No.
Just imagining the Sherry Lewis puppet punching a
Punching
clown.
the Clown.
Maybe that happened. I don't know. I don't remember that much about lamb chop.
uh, I know what you're referencing, but yeah, it's been so long since I've
Showing my age
had a
there.
lamb chop.
Do the Zoomers know what lamb chop is? Probably not.
No.
Please send us an email, mediavotepodcast@gmail.com, if you have no idea who Lamb Chop is.
We also have Hazel Eyes by Sam Smith,
Yeah.
and Not Those Hazel Eyes.
Not behind those hazel eyes, the Kelly Clarkson song.
Yes. There's also Say a Prayer to the Gods for Getting Along by Squirrel Flower.
Mhm.
Soft Control by the Afghan Wigs. Uh, Still Coming Down by Wild Pink. And lastly, your big release of the week, it's Weezer by Weezer. That's right, Weezer's self-titled album, but of course they're all self-titled album.
They're all
That's
self-titled
the
albums.
joke.
So what's this one?
It's gold.
Yes, the Gold album. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
Yes,
We'll see if it even goes gold. It probably will.
it probably will. It's a Weezer album. Gold is like the bare minimum before you go platinum and double platinum and then multi-platinum.
Yeah. And Diamond, don't forget Diamond. It's my favorite.
So far away from getting diamonds. But yeah, those are the new releases.
Yep.
All right, let's get some music news. Where we're going to start with the VMAs.
Yeah, it's that time again.
Yeah, but what time is it actually?
I'm unclear. It seems like it might be 1982.
Right, because Madonna, yes, that Madonna from the Macy's Thanksgiving Show Parade.
Sure.
I mean, that's the last time I saw her in anything.
Sure. Yeah.
That Madonna.
Well, she put out a record this year.
Well, I would hope so because she leads all other divas in nominations for the 2026 MTV Video Music Awards with 11 nominations, as it was announced on Tuesday morning. You know what she has more nominations than?
What?
Taylor Swift with
Mhm.
9 nominations, and Ariana Grande with 7, and Sabrina Carpenter with 7. You know, somehow Madonna just is everywhere, multi-nominated
Sure.
and possibly multi-winner. Probably not, but she leads all these nominations. Um, Others with multiple shots at the Moon Person Award include Bruno Mars, Zara Larson from those commercials, and Pink Panthers, as they've all received 5 nominations.
Yep.
Blackpink's Lisa, no last name,
Mhm.
has 4 nominations, and Tate McRae and Shakira, again, no last name,
Yeah.
also have 3 nominations each.
Yep. Also notable about the VMAs this year, no rock video category.
My rock
Not,
soul. Oh
yeah,
no.
not sure what's going on there. Maybe there just wasn't like there weren't enough to nominate, but yeah, the no rock category. Sorry.
So these categories do not rock
They
anymore.
don't. No.
No, they have stopped rocking in 2026.
Yeah, you can come knocking
But there will be no rocking.
because yeah, the van's not rocking, so you can come knocking.
Yep. Yeah, that's your 2026 MTV Video Music Awards.
Yeah.
These awards usually take place in what, October,
September.
September?
September, so about a month probably.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we'll have the moon persons being handed out.
Moon people.
Yep. All
Yep.
those moons over Miami.
Ooh, I could go for a moons over my hammy if I still ate ham. Those were pretty good. That was my go-to at the Denny's.
I know it was your go-to.
That and ice cream sundae.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the
Anyway,
fact that you could get an alcoholic beverage at Denny's.
I mean, you could do that. I don't think I ever did that.
Yeah, we did that.
I didn't personally.
Okay, I think you were with us when we did
I
that
was
because you
with
can get
you
champagne.
guys. Yeah,
Yeah,
and
you get
that
champagne
was
for a
weird.
mimosa, and that's
Yeah,
the
you guys made mimosas, and I was like, this is insane. I'm not doing this. The Denny.
because it was the only place you could get alcohol.
Yeah, the only place where they would like let us play stupid card games in the
Yeah, it
middle of
was.
the in the middle of the Denny's. Anyway, sorry. Enough about our Denny's past.
Nah, that's when we were young.
Sure.
Yeah.
Not as young as you think.
No, but you know what else is young?
Um, Dan and Shay, did I get it right?
Well, Dan plus Shay, but yes.
Is that really? No. That's not, that's how they stylize it, but I don't think they're saying we are Dan plus Shay.
Well, no, because they're saying that Shay is like the add-on, which he's not. He basically carries Dan through
This is
all his
Dan.
Grammy
Yeah.
Awards.
Dan is
Shay is the
the
backbone of Dan and Shay.
okay. Well, you said it, not me.
Yes, I did say that it's Dan and Shay. It's not
Okay.
Dan plus Shay. They just stylized it that way. But yeah, Dan
Anyways,
and Shay are the tequila hits themselves are back with a new album titled Young.
they're
And
not that young anymore, though, right?
no, they're not
No,
that young.
no.
But you know what is young?
What?
Them getting married and then making yet another like three wedding songs that you can dance to, both slow dance and fast dance
Wait, did they
on
get
this
married to
album.
each other? Who got married?
No, it's just they're talking. So Young is about basically yes, a young man's game, which is also the lead single, first
Okay.
song on the album, and title of the album. But yeah, Jan and Shay are not young. They're
No.
up there, but they're up there. Well, I can't say they're up there in age because I think we are technically younger than them. Yeah,
I don't know. You tell me.
I don't know.
I
They
can
they
Google this
are
real quick if you want
you
me
can do
to.
you can do whatever you
Dan
want. But Dan and Shay will continue to tell you
Shay.
how fun it is to be young, but also like how fun it is to be married and young and in love. And they have a lot of wedding music. I mean, they've already made a lot of like first dance wedding songs. This just adds to
Mhm.
that catalog. Like they should just put out an album they haven't already, just titled First Dances by Dan and Shay. It's just their hits of first dances that people usually pick to dance to because that's kind of in their bread and butter and their wheelhouse.
Mhm.
They've made bank, they've made money, they kind of made their staple on those kind of songs.
We are younger than Dan. We are older than Shay.
Oh, we split the difference.
Yes,
We
we
are the
do.
plus sign in Dan plus Shay.
Right in the middle there. Anyway.
Anyways, what is notable about this album is that somehow they got Bruno Mars sounds onto this. So if you like the romantic album that Bruno Mars just put out, you'll probably like Young because it's got a lot of that same like hop hip beat to it.
Hop hip?
But yeah, hip
It,
hop.
like the Pokemon?
Yes, hop hip beats.
What about a Drifloon beat? You got any Drifloon beats on there?
Yeah, it allows you to drift and loom and sway.
No Shay.
No, you sway to Shay. Shay sway.
Okay.
We're getting way off track here. But yeah, Young, it's a fine album. I mean, if you haven't listened to Dan Shay, it's a good album. It's got plenty of songs that you're going to both like resonate with, as well as be like, oh yeah, I remember when I was young and dumb and stupid and made all these decisions in my life. Not that I'm saying all your decisions have been dumb in your life, but they definitely say that, hey, if I had to do it over again, I would do it just the same way.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
make they make fine music. It's not going to appear anywhere on like my end of the year list, but
Okay.
at least
But
it's
it's
a
all
good
right.
listen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good to know.
It's that like safe, excuse me, what do we call it? Like mom van music.
Yeah.
That's your
Driving
Dan
the
and Shay.
kids to soccer practice
Yep,
music.
that's your Dan and Shay.
Okay. Good to know.
All right. Did you listen to anything?
Um, did I?
I was kind of hoping you listened to the Weezer album.
No, I didn't. Oh, Phoebe Bridgers.
Yes,
I totally forgot. I
Phoebe
haven't talked
Bridgers.
about that yet. That
Yes,
came out
because that was
because we
last
recorded
week.
on Thursday. That threw me off, and so I did
Yes.
not write it on there. But I can talk about Lost Weekend by Phoebe Bridgers, which came out last week. Let me type it
I'll put it in there.
in.
You talk about it.
Yeah, so after a little bit of a wait, Phoebe Bridgers has returned, as foretold. Um, I think people are expecting this to sound a little bit more like the last record, Punisher. And I think people were pleasantly surprised that it is actually something slightly different. Um, it's very much lyrically a Phoebe Bridgers record, but sonically, she's taking some risks here. There's a little bit of a electronic influence here. There's a little bit of like a metal influence here, and most striking is she is not as interested as she has in the past about traditional song structure. There are a few songs on here that are your typical verse, chorus, verse, bridge kind of construction, but especially the latter half of Lost Weekend, she kind of throws the structure out the window. There's a lot of songs that feel like patchwork combinations of different feelings, different vibes, different stories, different, yeah, different feelings. And like, it makes it for a kind of disjointed feeling listen, but united somehow by the fact that by the familiar like themes of a Phoebe Bridgers record. Like, so this is interesting because it kind of follows two kind of major events in her life. Her dad passed, and then also, of course, her relationship with comedian Bo Burnham. There are a couple of songs that are explicitly about her relationship with Bo, which is interesting. They make a strange couple on the outside, but hey, she seems to care about him. So on the outside, not the inside. See what I did there?
Yes, that's Bo Burnham
Um,
pun.
yeah. Anyway, but yeah, so it's interesting to hear that's actually kind of new territory for her. I mean, she hasn't written a love song before, so that's kind of new. But I'll be honest with you though, I didn't necessarily vibe with this, and I did not enjoy it as much as I was hoping I would.
Hmm.
Um, However, critical reception has been pretty positive, and it seems like the Phoebe superfans still like it. So it might just be a me thing. I think I just like I feel like maybe looking back, that Punisher was the sweet spot for her, and at least for what I'm looking for. And so, yeah, I wouldn't say I was disappointed. I was just like, well, this is good, but this is not maybe specifically what I wanted. That being said, I will return to it, and maybe my feelings towards the record will evolve as we get closer to the end of the year, and I have to make those kind of end of the year decisions. But for now, I don't see it landing on a top 10 for me. But
Ooh.
I respect what it does. I respect Phoebe as an artist, and I think it's really, really cool that she couldn't stay still, that she has to do new things and has to evolve her songwriting process and uh, kind of mutate into whatever the kind of artist she wants to be. I think that's cool. Nothing's holding her back. She's experimenting still, and that's cool to see.
Okay. Do you think this is like a next step in her evolution, or is this going to be a one-off?
You know what? It's hard to tell. I
Okay.
could see her using this as a transition to make even more kind of avant-garde kind of music. I wouldn't be surprised if that's where she takes this. I feel it's similar to kind of the trajectory that Mitski has been on, which makes sense. They're both on the same label. But Mitski did eventually return to some of the sounds that she had abandoned. So this could same thing could happen to Phoebe. I don't know. And also, it'll be interesting to see whether she and the girls have another Boy Genius record in the pipes at some point, because that would be an interesting kind of counterpoint, and see if she maybe that might be her outlet for more kind of rock driven, folk driven sounds, since she seems to be largely leaving them behind here.
Okay.
But we'll see.
I mean, do you hope that there's more Boy Genius?
I mean, I do. I really like that record. And I'm sure the fans would eat it up too. But yeah, I don't know if that's what they're gonna do. I mean, who knows? We'll see.
I mean, time will tell.
Time will tell.
Yeah. All right. Well then, let's move right on again into video games, where we start with new releases,
Yep.
including Aliens, Fireteam Elite 2 for the PC, PS5, and Xbox Series X.
Yep.
Agalos 2 for the everything wide release. You got it. You can play it.
I don't know what an Agalos is,
Well, it's
but
the
this is the
second
second one.
coming of Agalos. And also Metal Gear Solid, Master Collection,
Yes.
Volume 2.
It's here, everybody. If you never got to play Metal Gear Solid 4 because you did not own a PS3, it's finally time, folks.
It has been
Experience
unlocked.
one of the strangest video game experiences that you can possibly have.
It,
It's a weird game.
it's wide release. You got it. You can play it.
You can still use Snake's iPod just like in the original one. It's brand product placement iPod in that game. It's pretty crazy.
Very dated as well.
Yes.
We also
2008.
have Resonance, A Plague Tale, Legacy. Two. No, sorry, no, not two. For the
No.
PC, PS5, and Xbox Series X.
Yep.
And lastly, everything get out of the way because EA's dropping the deuce.
Whoa.
Star Wars Zero Company for the PC, PS5, and Xbox Series X.
Do you like Star Wars?
Yes, do you like XCOM?
Yeah, do you like XCOM? Well, guess the what? This is Star Wars XCOM.
Yes.
Yeah.
Move your people all around the map. Don't get
Yep.
shot. Don't get caught.
Somehow miss a shot at 95% accuracy. Yeah, that's XCOM. Yeah.
Yep. All right. Let's talk video games. And
Yes.
Matt, something happened this past weekend.
Something happened that we're going to pretty much dedicate the rest of this podcast to, and it has to do with, let's say, Media Boat Podcast's frenemy, which is the Disney Corporation. I say
Yes.
that they're our frenemy because obviously we have a lot that we love about Disney and Disney properties. We talk about them a lot here on the podcast, and we've done several March Madness brackets about their properties, including Disney Princess movie, like the Disney like animated films. We've talked a lot about Star Wars here. We talked
Mhm.
about a lot about the Marvel films.
The
Disney is a
Pixar
popular
films.
subject.
Yep.
Yeah. Um, that being said, the enemy part of the frenemy is because as a corporation, they can be pretty messed up and make some real poor decisions and are frustrating often to talk about. And those two things culminate in something that happens every year called D23.
Now, D23 is where Disney comes out and presents everything that they're going to happen over the next year until they have their next D23 event, which is every other year event.
Yeah.
So, unfortunately, we have to wait till 2028 for
Mm.
that D23.
I always brag about this when we talk about it, but I was at the first D23. Fun fact.
All the way back again. You're showing your age.
I was there. It was 2009.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we will be talking about D23 again later, where we're
Yeah.
covering both their TV and their movie sections. We don't really talk about their theme parks here because you're going to go to a Disney theme park whether you like it or not. But we're here in the video game section. And as such, we're going to be talking about Disney Interactive and how they shut that whole division down because Disney didn't want to basically be invested in video games anymore.
Right.
Instead, they invested all that money into Epic Games, and Epic Games has Fortnite. And
Yeah.
Disney announced that Sora from Kingdom Hearts was coming to Fortnite. Well, not them
Yes.
specifically, but a bunch of video game characters are now going to be in Fortnite.
Yeah, it's a video game themed season. Sonic the Hedgehog is there, as you mentioned. Sora,
Call Sonic is there.
a bunch of other, yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
I
You
don't
got
know.
your Crash Bandicoots. You got Spyro in there. You got Master Chief in there.
You know,
Yeah,
Sure.
your video game legacy characters.
Why not?
Yeah, why not? So it got everyone on the internet up in a frenzy because Disney never let Sora out of their box. Well, except
Except,
for the time when they did Smash Brothers.
yeah, Smash Brothers, yeah.
But otherwise, Disney typically does not address Kingdom Hearts at all in anything. It's like it's
Except,
a thing that it exists. They thing that
yeah,
like, gets people hyped about, but they do not like acknowledge it. Except at D23 this past year, because he was at banners and bangers and everywhere. Kingdom Hearts is back with a vengeance. Mostly the fans are venging because it's been over 1,000 days since we had that trailer. And we finally got a new trailer
yep.
in terms of them announcing the first world of Coco.
Yes.
But they weren't done because there was
Oh,
a dedicated panel for Kingdom Hearts at D23. And even though he wasn't on the ticket anywhere, if you put money that series creator Tetsu Nomura would show up, you would have been paid out because, in a surprise, shocking twist, he did show up. But he wasn't alone, as he brought not only a 90-second trailer, but a full 4-minute trailer to the fan event, where Kingdom Hearts 4, 1, no longer in development. It is like continuing to be like refined now. 2, the first world is Coco. And 3, it has a release date of next year, 2027.
yes.
Now, I have a big issue here because I've already awarded my top slot of 2027 to Final Fantasy Revelation.
Well,
With
you're just
Kingdom
gonna have
Hearts out now
you're gonna
with
have
a
a
date of 2027.
Square Enix versus Square Enix battle facing you next year.
I mean, it's my list. I can do what I want. I might just Square Enix at number one.
I guess you're right. You can't stop you.
But yeah, both Kingdom Hearts 4 and Final Fantasy 7 Relation will be releasing in the same calendar year of 2027. At least that's what they say. Currently, Kingdom Hearts 4 is set to release late 2027, meaning that there is no official release date. Now, they said during the panel that yes, this is still on track to release in calendar year 2027. But they also said that about Kingdom Hearts 3 being released in 2018. So instead, they released it in the 13th month of 2018. That's right, January of 2019.
Right. I mean, it could happen, but they seem to be really emphasizing that it's not going to happen. So
Mhm.
I don't know.
Well, that was the joke that everyone both laughed at and
Yeah.
praised during the press conference. That,
Right.
oh, they had to double down and say
Yeah.
this will indeed be happening in 2027.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, what a statement for Square Enix to come out and say, we're going to drop two AAA games in the same year.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
But they weren't done because Disney also announced a new anime series based on Kingdom Hearts. Um,
Sure.
this will not be a direct retelling of Kingdom Hearts. Instead, it will be based, according to the artwork, on the um, Dark Road saga. Let's see, Dark Seeker there, Lost Road.
So yeah, two things about this. I feel like this actually leaked a few years back and there was footage. Um,
What you might be
oh,
misremembering is
right,
the
never mind.
leak of the
There was
original
an original,
animatics of Kingdom Hearts.
right, show that never happened. You're right, never
Yes.
mind. Sorry, I misremembered. The other thing is that man, it's taken so long for this to happen. This feels like such an easy slam dunk. Like I'm glad they're
Yes.
finally doing it.
That's why Disney is a frenemy because for the
Yes.
longest time ever, they ignored Kingdom Hearts as a big tentpole of their brand. Even though, like Kingdom Hearts brings in fans from all walks of life. Just like because everyone has their own favorite Disney World. Every now and then they'll sprinkle in like, oh, like this is a little Kingdom Hearts reference here, a little Kingdom Hearts reference there, especially in animation. There's fun videos out there that you can watch, like, be like, here's a compilation of current video game, current TV series that reference Kingdom Hearts
Yeah, I guess
because
so.
there are fans everywhere. There's dozens of us. We are surrounded by them. But also Disney doesn't want to like basically acknowledge that, even though like Sora and Riku and Kairi are Disney property. They are not Square Enix property, which makes it a very
Yeah.
frustrating handshake deal with Square Enix.
Yeah. On a related note, I want to get your, as a Kingdom Hearts fan, I want to get your opinion about this.
Mhm.
What is your opinion about the Kingdom Hearts franchise being less and less Square Enix as the series has progressed? Like when the series first launched, it was pitched as a crossover between Final Fantasy and Disney. And
Mhm.
I feel like with every game, and especially now with this anime adaptation, likely not having any Square Enix created characters in it. Like what is Kingdom Hearts anymore? Do you think that they've completely just abandoned that concept and
Yeah,
like are just letting it be its own world now? And
I
do you,
think it
what how
has
do you
enough backing to be its own world
but
because
how
that's
do
what
you
happened with
feel
Kingdom
about that?
Hearts 3. That's
But
a
how do
big
you
complaint about Kingdom Hearts 3 is that there were
right.
no Final Fantasy characters in Kingdom Hearts 3.
But what I'm
Even the fact
asking
that there was no
yes.
Sephiroth battle in
Yes,
Kingdom
no, I
Hearts 3.
understand what happened. Is what I'm asking you is how do you feel about that? Do you think it's lost something in that process?
No, I think pitching it as Final Fantasy meets Disney was a good way to help establish the brand of Kingdom Hearts. And
Mm-hmm.
since Kingdom Hearts 2 being the massive success that it was at the time, and the continued success that Kingdom Hearts has had, that it relies less and less on those Final Fantasy characters, that they're nice to sprinkle in from time to time, but that they're no longer necessary either to help propel the story or to help propel selling copies because Kingdom Hearts as a brand is on par with that of Final Fantasy.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying, but it's just like that's an interesting it's interesting to me that you don't mind because a lot of people are very angry about this
Oh,
and continue to
yes.
be very angry about it
Yes,
and
they
get
were
more and
very
more
angry in
angry.
2019 when there was no Final Fantasy characters in Kingdom Hearts 3 and they only appeared in the Remind DLC.
I'm just surprised that because you are also a Final Fantasy guy, and so
Yeah.
it's interesting to me that you don't really mind that it stopped being Final Fantasy at all.
Yeah, I mean, it's like every Final Fantasy has its own unique entry, its own unique characters. They're not built on the lore from a previous entry unless it's a direct sequel to it.
Yeah.
And there's Final Fantasy elements that are kind of like staples, like your magic system, like your summons, like your Moogle shops. That there's some staple key elements that stay throughout that make it a Final Fantasy game, but that same thought process translates now to Kingdom Hearts, where there are elements within it, like the Moogle shops, like materials, um, and a summon aspect to it. But that doesn't mean that it's beholden to a Final Fantasy kind of style to it. It has become its own thing. It no longer
Okay.
needs to be propped up by it.
Okay. I
And
guess so.
besides, when I play a Kingdom Hearts game, I want more Disney characters than I want Final Fantasy characters. Although it is fun to fight alongside your Final Fantasy characters from your different iterations. So,
Well,
you
yeah.
get your cool crossover events there.
Anyways.
Anyways, yeah, we more Kingdom Hearts is on news. The marketing cycle has officially kicked off, and we will see if they stay on that 2027 release date. I hope no, so I can just move to 2028, but we'll see. That's just a personal thing,
Yeah, we'll
personal
see.
list creation that I have to do.
We will see what happens.
All right. Well, Have you played anything that could make your end of the year list?
Nope.
Oh, that's too bad.
If you want to send me some money so I can buy some video games, that'd be great.
I mean, you can play this next game that I want to talk about because it's only $30.
Only.
Yeah, Duskfade will probably appear on my end of the year list.
Yeah, you've been talking a lot about this. Didn't you talk about this last week?
I talked about it last week because I played the
Yeah,
demo of it and I hadn't
right.
properly purchased the full release. Wow, this has been a really long week now that I'm like thinking about
You're
it.
telling me. I'm right there with you.
So I purchased Duskfade. I didn't know it was going to be $30. It's only $30. It's actually discounted on Steam if you want to go that route too, so you could spend even less money on Duskfade. But it does deserve all $30 that you want to throw at it. In fact, this could be a $40 game. I'd still be happy with it. It could be a $50 game. I'd be happy with it. 60's kind of pushing it, but at the same time, I am very happy with Duskfade. It follows a very seemingly very formulaic exploration of a platforming game, harkening from like the classic PS2 era, but ramps it up so much. Every exploration, every nook and cranny that I go and find, I'm like, oh, they put something here. And I like that. It rewards exploration. It tells you to go this way. Nah, I see a path over here, and I will be rewarded for that. The way you gain new abilities is very kind of basic formulaic, where you go through a world, halfway there, you'll get a new attack, halfway through that, then another halfway there, you'll get a new ability, and then after that, you'll fight the boss with everything you've got. And then let's repeat for four different sections or different biomes, if you will. But each biome doesn't stay the same. Each biome transforms the further you go into it. So what may start off as just a jaunt through a forest turns into a giant volcano battle by the end of it. What may start as a jaunt through a beach town transforms itself into an underwater battle. The way each biome, each section moves feels natural. At no point do you think, oh, how did this happen? Why am I over here? It moves and you're always going forward, never going backwards. But it does the really great thing of having enough abilities by the end of it that you see stuff that you want to go back and need to go back in order to collect everything. And there are a lot of collectibles in this thing. I didn't realize how much collectibles there were from the demo. I realized I had an inkling of it, but man, there is so much to collect.
Ugh. And that's dangerous for you because you're gonna want to get them.
And I'm gonna want to go back and run through it. And I'm 50% way of 100% completing the game, and I haven't even gotten to the final boss yet. Uh, I've just com I've just completed all four biomes to where I've unlocked the ability to fight the final boss now. But I'm not going to. I'm gonna go back and collect and find everything and like try and see what can I squeeze out of it because I really, really like Duskfade. I did mention the name wrong last week. It's not Beluga Games. It's Weird Beluga. It's still their second outing as a video game company. And man, this game is great. Can't stop singing the praises of it. If you're looking for a new game, a new IP, thinking that everything has gone stale, Duskfade will change your mind.
Okay. All right. That's quite a hard sell.
I'll sell it again when I put it on my end of the year list.
You probably will.
It will appear somewhere on there. I don't know where, but it'll
Fair
appear
enough.
probably right now. It's probably hanging around like three, maybe two. But yeah, Duskfade, great game, pretty inexpensive at $30. So even if you're not like completely sold on it, just keep going through it. Go through at least that first level because you're going to see just how far that rabbit hill goes.
Okay.
And I know I said rabbit hill.
Rabbit Hill.
Yep.
Anyway. All right. That's video games.
All right. Yeah. Then let's move on then into television, where we start with the sports corner hanging
Yes.
out up there. And excitement is to be held as the Little League World Series. Games are being broadcasted all on ESPN. We are officially in Williamsport, and all your regions are being represented, as well as your international games. And man, these kids can ball.
As always.
Yep. Uh, I, Iowa, the state of Iowa, threw a combined no-hitter against California.
Wow.
Just to show you some of the levels of excitement here, because these kids, and I have to stress this again, because it happened last year, do not bet on these games. Do not go and poly market on the Little League World Series.
Don't do that. That's
These
just
kids
bad
play
taste.
for the love of the game because they want to be here, because they love playing baseball. Do not sour this experience by betting on them and then being upset that your bet did not pay off. These are kids playing the purest form of baseball. No money, very little fame, and doing it just for the love of the game. And I say very little fame because they are all broadcast on ESPN.
Yeah, right.
But please, for the love of God, leave the Little League World Series alone. Instead, go complain about MLB
Yeah,
as
as we do.
yeah, as we typically do, as the Brewers beat up on the poor Mariners.
You're sure we're not talking about Little League anymore?
Well, when you put up 22 runs against a professional team, maybe you are playing against some little leaguers.
I mean,
22 runs.
to be fair to the Mariners, who are a Major League Baseball team still, because relegation is not a thing in Major League Baseball yet.
Yep.
Uh, sorry, that was mean. Um, that the rest of the series was not this dramatic, but this one game was pretty wild.
Yes, it was very wild, considering that the Mariners, as of this time last year, were the
Yeah.
favorites going into September.
Yeah.
Oh, how the mighty have fallen. They got one good season out of it. But they're not the only ones out there experiencing a windfall, as Kansas City, the Royals, will be getting a new stadium, as Kansas City Council, Kansas City City Council, sorry, gotta have double city in there, have approved a $600 million commitment to build a new downtown ballpark for the team. Where they're going to find $600 million, I don't know. But I guess this is better than spending it on a data center.
Yeah.
Also, maybe don't spend it on a ballpark and instead reinvest it back into your city. Uh,
Yeah, but
but that is the argument that this is reinvesting it back into the city,
it's is
helping
gonna
farm
be a source
tourism.
for jobs, I guess. That is true. That is true.
$600 million worth?
Probably actually, when you think about it. I mean, you look at like, you ever look at a city's Wikipedia page?
I try not to, but yes.
Uh, if you do, and it's a city with like a stadium in it, it is
Mhm.
kind of amazing. Like routinely, they are like in the top five, if not the top three employers in that city. They do employ a lot of people. So there's
Mhm.
that.
Yeah. But yeah, the Royals will be getting a new stadium. Congratulations, Patrick Mahomes,
Yeah. Yeah.
because you are one of the owners of the Kansas City Royals. At least that's the minimum I know of Kansas City Royal ownership. Speaking of Patrick Mahomes, MLB, or sorry, MLB, NFL. That's still a thing. It's
That
still
is a
happening.
thing. It's actually becoming more of a new thing every day, you could argue.
Yes, because we are inching closer to the start of the season.
Yes.
It's still the preseason. Your starters are still not playing, but it does give you plenty of time to mock draft, as fantasy football is just around the corner with kickoff coming real soon. So get those mock drafts in, find yourself a good league, and then proceed to dominate that league. Meanwhile, over in the NBA, you can still dominate in the Summer League because no one really cares about the Summer League.
I guess not.
It still continues. But the WNBA is still going, and the WNBA playoffs are taking shape as the Lynx, the Valkyries, the Aces, and the Liberties have all clinched playoff berths. Meanwhile, on the other end, your Sun and your Storm are mathematically eliminated.
Yep, sorry.
Better luck next year, but this does mean that both of you have a better chance of getting that number one pick.
Yep, that is true. Over here, we're very proud of the Valkyries. They are coming back. They're making this playoff run. I can't wait.
That's right, because you are officially signed on to the
I've
Valkyries,
adopted them as my team, even though I'm not from the Yay area, as they
the
call
Bay
it.
Area.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, since we're talking about the WNBA, any more updates on the AUSL or the WPBL?
The AUSL Players Cup continues. It's actually live right now, and so is the WPBL. I believe the Queens are playing at this very moment. Otherwise, they continue to chug along.
Yep, continue to go out and support them.
Hmm.
All right. And lastly, in sports news, we're going to take a look at the D League College. Because, hey, did you know that if you go to an employer and they don't think you're up to par, that you can just go back to school? Because that's a thing in college now, as not one, not two, not three, but 33 athletes, not just from football, a variety of sports, have filed a lawsuit to return to college for that fifth year of eligibility.
Yeah.
And as a result, several athletes, so this is because several athletes had actually signed with professional teams. But
But
if they don't make that final roster, they are seeking to be released from their NFL contracts before
hmm.
September 1st. Because if they do so, they'll be able to then join their college roster team and go
Yes.
back to school for that fifth year. So, the NCAA is just kind of like making up these rules as they go along. It
Seems
feels
like it. Yeah.
okay, well, if you like you said you were going to declare for the NFL draft, you were selected by a team. If you can't make it there, then why should we bring you back here? Oh, that's right, because we made the dumb fifth rule eligibility and not just kick you out. Well, now they're dealing with all the repercussions from it and
Yep.
all that mess it is. So now you'll have kids like go out, not get drafted, come back, go out, not get drafted, come back, go out, not get drafted, come back, because you can technically leave after your sophomore year. So you can do this only three times. It's that
Yeah.
in and out style. All right. But yeah, that's
Yep.
it for sports.
All right. That means we can move on to some television news, and we'll have a little bit of a break in your D23 coverage to give you a story about something that Disney doesn't own, although, man, I bet they wish they did.
Well, kind of, because you can officially, I think, as of August, I think August, September, stream Pokemon on Disney Plus.
I mean, of some sort, because I think Hulu has had some seasons of it in the past.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean when I say that. They don't own it. But
Yes. I know what you
Pokemon,
mean.
the television series, the anime, if you will, to be more specific, is going to go through a little bit of a change, an evolution, if you will, to borrow a term.
A Pokemon
While it isn't,
evolution?
yeah, I know, never happened before. While it has not been officially confirmed by the Pokemon Company or Netflix, where the anime airs here in the US, rumors have surfaced online that after 29 years and 1,361 episodes, weekly releases of the Pokemon anime are coming to an end. Instead, Pokemon will reportedly be taking a leaf out of One Piece's book And with the release of the 10th generation Pokemon game, the new anime series will shift to a seasonal format. This means that instead of dozens of episodes that fans are accustomed to every year, there will be a limited amount of episodes, likely between 12 and 26 per season. Meanwhile, here in the US, we are always playing Eternal Catch Up with the Japanese seasons, and the fourth and final part of Pokemon Horizon Season 3, called Rising Hope, will launch on Netflix on September 18th, 2026, with 13 episodes. So yeah, this story doesn't mention it explicitly, but this is talking about the Japanese release schedule because we've always kind of had this in the US. It was always a seasonal show here, but in Japan, it was something that aired year round. That is the thing that will be changing. It's very strange that the story doesn't make that distinction because if you're a US or international Pokemon fan, you'd be like, yeah, no, that's how it's always been. We've always had seasons.
Hmm.
Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
But yeah,
In Japan, it's always been a weekly show, weekly
yeah,
new episodes.
yeah.
But yeah, then you got time to dub it, and then that's where you get your seasons internationally, or at
This
least
is smart.
everywhere else.
This is smart. I mean, not only if you're seeing you're the biggest show in the genre doing it,
Hmm.
One Piece, like that makes sense for Pokemon, the probably up there, like the top five there, probably also to follow suit. Also, it just makes sense for everybody working on the show. That's got to be a lot of work to do that day in, day out to make sure that there's weekly episodes. So yeah,
Right.
this will hopefully help that a little bit.
It'll also help that if it's not on a weekly basis, that they can do a global drop day and date, so you don't have that kind of like disconnect where you have
Yes.
where we all knew what happened on Ash's Journey months before it actually aired in the US because of the
Yes.
weekly schedule.
I have seen that over the last handful of years from super fans
Hmm.
begging for a Crunchyroll style simulcast. I don't know if we'll ever get that because the difference between a regular anime and Pokemon is that there's a little bit of a tradition that they want to keep with the Pokemon anime to make it seem like it does have its roots in how we got the original Pokemon anime. If you are old like we are, you know that it was heavily, heavily changed in localization when it first debuted here in the States.
We don't talk
And
about those donuts.
like to the point where like but some of those traditions that were established by that original Four Kids run still exist today, such as completely new English language theme songs. Like there's some weird hangups, I think, with the way that the Pokemon Company International wants to treat the Pokemon anime that makes me think that a simultaneous release will never happen.
Hmm.
I think they want to hold on to their control of the message here, I think, in a way that they can't if they're airing them at the same time as Japan. Like, God forbid there's a Japanese, like the Japanese themes come over or the interstitials or like I can't imagine that they let that happen.
Why? Do you mean you don't want the FCC, people complaining to the FCC that, oh my God, they're singing all this
No,
Japanese lyrics through my TV? I
no,
don't
I don't
understand
even
what they're
think.
standing.
No, I don't even think it's an FCC or like a audience problem. I genuinely don't think it is. I think it is a Pokemon Company International identity problem. Is
Hmm.
that they just feel like, well, this is the way we've always done it. Why would we change? I genuinely think that that is the only reason that held them back. Because otherwise, when they did the Netflix deal, you would have already seen them make those changes, such as bringing over the Japanese themes. But they chose not to even then. And to me, that says they do not want to relinquish that control.
Yeah, but it's no longer be on Netflix anymore. It's going to go to Disney.
Well, again, we'll see when
We'll
that
see. Yeah.
happens. If this will ever, yeah, who knows? But yeah.
All right. But yeah, that's all Pokemon wrap-up news. Let's see here. Did you watch anything new?
Uh, no, we've been continuing our Circle, a rewatch. We've been watching every season of The Circle, because Christy misses it. And also because we've been talking about maybe I kind of halfway don't want to say this here because then it makes us have to do it. But Christy and I have been discussing the possibility of doing a circle contestant ranking video where we tier rank every contestant ever on the circle in all 7 seasons. Um, it might happen. We'll see.
You know Joey's gonna be at the top though.
You know, he does have an advantage. He's maybe one of the best winners, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Like of all the winners of the seasons, like I feel like Joey is top tier. I don't know if he's S tier, but he's at least an A.
All
We
right.
will determine this. We're rewatching season 4 right now, and we're like, oh, Yu Ling might be an S tier contestant. We love Yu Ling. But
Yeah.
anyway,
Anyways, I actually watched something new.
you did. Wow.
Yes. So with uh House of Dragon ending, HBO has an hour to fill,
They sure do.
and they decided to fill it with lanterns
Yes.
in reference to Green Lantern of the DC universe. I think it's called DCU. So yeah, this is from the DCU next project following Millie Alcock's take on Supergirl. This is from the approval of James Gunn.
The signature, the inbox of.
And we do a lot of stuff coming out of this as it lead up to it through all the the press from it, meaning that there's going to be a true detective style type of show where your Green Lanterns, who are essentially and effectively space cops, dealing with an extraterrestrial threat on Earth and have to try and figure out the mystery behind it all. So we kind of knew that going into it. But man, does it take that premise and run with it. This is a fun show. Even if you just have either a fandom of True Detective or detective style shows, there's a lot of mystery in here. There's a lot of intrigue in here. It does a really good job of pulling you in. Kyle Chandler as Hal Jordan is phenomenal in this. He just oozes that charm and charisma that you need to have this veteran ruggedness of the Green Lantern, and being able to have this Men in Black style esque to it, where you have the old guy and the young gun, and they're trying to both pass the torch, but also pass on the lessons. And the dynamic, I don't call it a dynamic duo because it's Batman, that's completely different. But the dynamic dichotomy that these two leads have with Hal Jordan and John Stewart are phenomenal. They just bounce each other back and forth so easily. And it's fun. It's interesting. It's intrigue. And you see all of that mystery just in the first episode, just in this pilot. And I can't wait to see where else this season goes because it has me hooked on a weekly watch. That is
Wow.
very hard to do, and I
Damn.
want to see what happens here.
I mean, I guess I should be surprised. I have seen a lot of positive talk about this
Mhm.
so far, and also a lot of discussion about people wondering if this signals a change in superhero shows, if we're going into the prestige era of superhero related television. Do you think that this could be a trendsetter?
I mean, maybe Peacemaker was Emmy
Eh,
nominated.
prestige, though, I don't know. That might be a stretch.
Okay, yes, I get it, but I mean, this is also HBO money here that we're talking about, so they
Yeah,
can have the budget to do this. We didn't see this kind of budget that Disney Plus did with its Marvel MC shows. In fact, they ended up shutting down all of Marvel television, and we won't get any more Marvel shows past what has already been made, and we'll talk about that in a bit here.
sure will.
But yeah, I mean, Lanterns, I think, is a great place to have this kind of extended story, this extended mystery, and this kind of water cooler moment where you want to know what happened, where you're talking with people that you're theorizing, where's this story going to go?
Hmm.
Even though, if you're a DC fan, you know where it's going to end up, but still at the same time, You don't have to spoil it for everyone. And please don't go spoiling things online. Let
Don't do
people
that.
have their fun.
Yeah, don't do that, please.
Yeah, excited for more lanterns.
All right, cool. Well, I'm sure you'll report back as it continues.
Yes, I will.
All right, cool, cool, cool. Anything else before we move on?
Um, I did finish House of Dragon. Doesn't change anything I said last week.
Okay, cool. All right. All right, then let's move on into some cancellations and
What am
renewals.
I no longer watching?
You're no longer watching Deli Boys on Hulu, as it has been canceled after 2 seasons there.
Mhm.
Meanwhile, though, in Renewal Town, HBO Max has confirmed that Stewart Fails to Save the Universe will fail to get canceled because it will be renewed for a second season.
I see what you did there. Also,
Indeed.
HBO, please stop recommending me this show. I will not watch it.
Yeah, me neither. I actually, oh, I didn't even tell you a while back we actually canceled our HBO Max. We don't have it anymore. We're like,
Oh,
we're scot free. We're like, we're out. We just didn't
okay.
have anything that we were watching on it. So we're like, okay, bye.
Okay.
Um, next, on also on HBO, they've renewed It: Welcome to Derry for a
That's
second
that
season.
prequel show getting a second season.
Yep. And Hulu is bringing back Good American Family for a second season.
I believe that will be an anthology going forward because I don't see how you do a second season based off the first one.
I guess not. Netflix will bring back America's Sweethearts, Dallas Cowboys Cheerleaders for a fourth season, more cheerleading action.
Hmm.
And Prime Video will bring back Sterling Point for a second season as well.
Sure. Don't know what this is.
Don't know. All right, let's move into some deaths, some rough ones this
It's because
week.
it's a Canada show.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, moving into deaths, we have some rough ones this week to talk about. First up, one of the founders of ESPN, Bill Rasmussen, age 93. You could honestly put a lot of the credit for sports coverage as we know it on this man's shoulders.
Hmm.
So this is a pretty big loss for the sports entertainment industry. Like it's kind of the DNA that has created modern sports coverage and what ESPN has become.
Yep. I mean, he follows in the footsteps of the 24-hour news cycle and
Mhm.
just said, let's do that, but for sports.
Yeah,
And
genius.
they nailed it right out the
Genius
gate.
idea that has stood the test of time. People will always want sports 24/7.
Hmm.
And in a way, also, it kind of contributed to the popularity of cable as we know it. Like, I think
Yep.
cable looks a little different if ESPN hadn't done like innovated in the way of like expanding to multiple channels to cover different kinds of sports and different kinds of niches. And it's kind of established a template that a lot of other channels repeated.
Yep. Get ESPN, ESPN2, ESPN News, ESPNU, ESPN8, ESPN University.
Yes. It's
The
ESPNU. You said that twice.
yes.
Yeah,
Because like those uh yeah then like ate up and combined like with all the college networks, the SEC,
right.
ACC, what was formerly the Pac-12,
Yeah.
who
So
always want to
yeah,
be a standalone.
definitely a legacy that has lasted and will continue to last.
Yep.
All right. Next up, speaking of sports, we lost a sports legend this week, Tommy John. Yes, that Tommy John, age 83, of course, was a baseball player. What did you expect me to say? Played for the Dodgers, the Yankees, and the White Sox, and of course, lent his name to the surgery that so many baseball pitchers have gotten, are getting, or will get in the future.
Yep. If you didn't guess that Tommy John was a pitcher,
Was a pitcher.
you would be
Yeah.
right. You'd be wrong, but also you'd be right. Yes, Tommy John, the
Mhm.
pitcher. I mean, you can say what the actual medical term is, but we all know they're going to
Yeah.
call it a Tommy John
Tommy
surgery.
John. Yeah. It's a good kind of way to know immediately what you're talking about. But also, speaking of legacy, the man's legacy is right there.
Hmm.
Like we will, as long as baseball is a thing, he will be remembered.
It's also one of the things, like I guess up until this past week, where if you ask someone like, "Is Tommy John still alive?"
Yeah,
Probably would have
who
said
knows?
no, but.
But
Yeah.
now it's yeah, no,
Now
maybe
you say
not.
yes.
But yeah. And then lastly, the most tragic, I think, arguably, of these three this week, Hayden Panettiere, age 36, of course, known for her roles in Heroes, as, of course, the cheerleader that you need to save in order to save the world.
Yes, and now the world
Uh,
is doomed. You
yeah,
did not save her.
unfortunately. Nashville, in which she played a country music star on the rise, Scream 4, and Remember the Titans. Also, of course, a voice actor, which dovetails right into our video game segment in the Kingdom Hearts franchise. They will have to likely recast her role.
They already
Oh,
recasted her role
I
with
didn't know that.
Allison Stoner, who voiced Kyrie
Uh,
in Kingdom Hearts 3.
see, I didn't know that it had been already recast. Okay.
Yes, she was the voice of Kyrie for Kingdom Hearts
Yep.
1 and Kingdom Hearts 2.
Yeah.
Um, it was Brittany Snow doing the voice of Kyrie in the mobile
Right.
games.
Right.
And then Allison Stoner took over the role in Kingdom Hearts 3 and Melody of Memory because Hayden Panettiere, well, she kind of quit acting after Nashville. She kind
Right.
of retired, went to be a mom.
Yeah.
But
But
yeah,
yeah,
unfortunately, yes,
it does look
36, young.
yeah, it looks like the circumstances are fairly tragic as well. I'm not going to go into them here,
Yep.
but yes, look it up if you want to know more. But yes, real sad. Real sad. All
Yep.
right. Let's move on into the last segment of the show, which is movies. And we always start the movies section with the weekend box office numbers. And man, this was a tight one. And
This was razor thin.
I lost again because I may not ever win again. But yes, it does look like Spider-Man Brand New Day did come in over that 70 million mark that we marked last week, but only by point seven
Yeah.
million
Yeah,
dollars.
normally I just put 70 here, but I had to put the point
Yeah,
7
you
because
had to
it
put it.
did go just over.
Yeah. So you win this week again. You are now 500 again.
I'm
Congratulations.
back to 500.
And I'm losing badly. Your number two movie is The Odyssey. Oh, by the way, sorry. Spider-Man Brand New Day now has a domestic total of $786 million.
And it did pass that $2 billion
Yes,
worldwide.
worldwide, indeed. Number two, The Odyssey, hanging in there, $23 million this week. That's at 505. Number three, The End of Oak Street, your debut this week, $21 million. That's at $21 million. Number four, Paw Patrol, the Dino movie, debuted to $20 million. And number five, Cat's Eye, Wild Hearts, premiered to $3.9 million. If you're wondering about the other debuts from last weekend, at number six, fittingly, is Six, the musical live, the pro shot, which made $3 million. And number seven, The Brink of War, is at the brink of 2.7 million, aka 2.6 million.
I mean,
And
what do you
that,
expect from a political Cold War thriller?
yeah, I mean, nothing really. I don't expect anything. Uh, Moving into this coming up week, we have a is
Oh, yeah.
okay. This is two
Let's hear it.
movies. This is two movies.
Yes, this is two movies out this weekend.
We have another in the Insidious franchise, Insidious Out of the Further, which is a really awful name.
Hmm.
I don't know what that means. And Mutiny, which, if you have not seen anything about Mutiny, it is being sold as Die Hard on a ship with Jason Statham. And honestly, that sounds like a pretty good premise.
Yeah, it's Jason Statham.
Yeah.
It's got mutiny in its name. It's
Yeah.
not sure.
Sounds like promising. Sounds promising is what I'll say. Do you think either? I guess should ask myself. It's my turn this week. Do I think that either of these movies make more than Spider-Man will? No is the answer to that question.
Okay. How about this though? Teenage sex at death at Camp Miasma will get a wider release this
It does
week.
get wider. Okay, this week it will not beat Spider-Man, although I
Okay.
might see it this week because I
All
want to
right.
see that movie. But yeah, I think Spider-Man will be your number one again, and I guess we can put it at. I'm either thinking 30 or 25. I feel like 25 feels reasonable here.
You want to take the over at 25?
I will take the over just for a win. I want to win.
Okay, I'll give you the over at 25 then.
All right, fair enough. And if it's not Spider-Man, I guess it's a wash, unless you want to take the risk here and choose something that's not Spider-Man.
Uh, for a $30 million movie coming out in the middle of August that
Yeah, I
has,
don't see it either. Yeah.
ooh, actually,
I mean, if you really want to go out on a limb here.
I might go out on a limb and say Insidious. That I think Insidious has the name
Oh,
to make 30 million.
okay, go for it. How
I'll do
about
it.
that?
I'll do it.
We'll
You
take
take
out
Brand New
the
Day.
amounts. I'll say Spider-Man. You say Insidious. All right,
Yeah,
cool.
you take Brand New Day. I'll
Okay.
take Insidious. I think it's that's the thing though, that Insidious has the name behind it.
You're not wrong.
And can it make $30 million in an opening weekend? I
Maybe.
think it can. I think it'll be close. I think you're
Big
looking at a
maybe.
30-28 maybe.
We'll
Because yeah, I
find
think
out.
Brand New Day will get at least 30. Will Insidious do more than 30? I'll stick out for it. Yeah, I think
All
it
right.
will.
We'll see. Okay, moving on. We'll wrap up the show here with by placing our Mickey Mouse ear hats firmly on our skulls
Yep.
and deep diving
Dear
into
Frenemy is back.
all of our all of the news that came out of D23 this week. Let's
Yep.
start with movies because we were in the movie section after
Yep.
all.
And I've put these in release order. This is not in
Yes.
announcement order. What I
No.
saw was announcement order. I did
Right.
not like that.
No.
Will be in release order as we go through
Right.
it.
So this means that stuff that will actually be happening soon, we'll talk about first, and stuff that's way out on the horizon, we will be saving for last. We start with Disney Animation Studios, right? This is their next big project.
Yes.
Yes, it's called Hexed. There was some extra footage shown as well as a release date. It is the studio's big Thanksgiving release this year, coming out on November 25th, 2026. I actually like this premise a lot, and I really actually liked the trailers that they've shown so far. I think this may be the last of its kind and maybe just made it out of the pipeline just in time because I felt like Disney was already kind of getting away from these kind of stories by the time this trailer came out. But
Mhm.
I'm happy that this survived and I am interested in seeing what this is.
Yeah, I mean, the stars Haley Steinfeld in the lead role. They did announce that Jodie Foster and Walter Goggins will be joining the cast
Sure.
with Rashida Jones.
I mean, I like that cast. That's pretty strong. So, and again, I like that premise.
It,
I think anything that gives kids an alternative of like witchcraft universe to Harry Potter is a good thing to have, and let's keep it coming. Keep the Harry Potter alternatives coming,
Flood the
please.
zone.
Yeah, flip the zone. Next up, of course, there's going to be Marvel news in here, and this is that Avengers Doomsday tickets are on sale now, of course, for the release date of December 18th, 2026.
And I am happy to report that I have secured Doomsday.
Yes, you've secured it.
Because not only was Avengers Doomsday tickets on sale, but also Doom 3 tickets
All
also went
right.
on sale
So
because
you're double
they
dipping.
both released on the same day. And this is the 4 month mark prior to it when tickets can go on sale.
All right.
And I was able to secure December 17th as
Woo.
Doomsday with a double
Doomsday.
feature of both
Oof.
films.
Those are gonna both gonna be really long. I don't know how you're gonna do it.
Adderall.
Yeah, right.
Popcorn, soda, and
Yeah.
a thick bladder.
Yeah, refill too of that soda. All
Yes.
right.
But yeah,
Next up,
I will be talking about both those
oh,
movies
I'm sure.
in December, as I
Yes,
will see them on the same day.
those that will actually be around the time when we usually shut off our end of the year list. So you will have two very late entries
Oh
coming in hot
yes,
there. So
and they will probably make my list, but we'll
we
see
will
what
always
happens
we will always make movies our last show of our
because
of our
of this
recap episodes
specific
because of
reason.
that. Yes. All right. Next up in release date news, Pixar's next film, Gato, Gatto, directed by the director of Luca, Enrico Casarosa, will hit theaters officially on March 5th, 2027. I've also liked the footage
Hmm.
I've seen of this so far. It's got a unique look to it. And
Oh,
what?
I that is not the next one. I skipped this one
Okay, well,
because there's a
whatever.
February release.
We don't have to be in exact chronological
I
order.
try and be in exact
I'll
chronological
just
order.
hit that next. It's fine.
Okay.
But yeah, I didn't really love Luca,
Hmm.
but I am interested in this idea and this kind of vibe of Gato, so I'll give it a shot.
I didn't necessarily like the story of Luca, but I
Hmm.
did enjoy the look of it.
It was beautiful. Yes, I will give it credit for looking very nice.
Hmm.
Next up, Ice Age is back, folks. Because yes, Disney does still own that stuff. They didn't abandon it from the Fox purchase. Ice Age Boiling Point is the name of the next film, and it is still happening on February 5th, 2027. So don't forget it.
It'll be the first Ice Age film since
Yep.
2016. Ice
Woo!
Age Collision Course.
It's been a while.
Yep.
We'll see.
And then everyone thought that was going to be the end. And then Disney
Yep.
bought them. They're like, oh, well, they're just going to
That's
bury
it.
this.
Yeah. Last nail in the coffin. But no, it's back.
Yep.
I mean,
How they're still alive after all these years, I don't know.
millennial nostalgia is hot right now. They're probably thinking, oh yeah, these dumb kids probably have some nostalgia for Scrat the Rat, right?
I
I
mean,
don't,
did
but
they
some of
not
them
see what
do.
just happened with Minions and Monsters?
Yeah, I know, but we'll see.
All right.
All right. Well, that's not millennial nostalgia. That's getting to Gen Z nostalgia, believe it or
Yep.
not. We don't give a shit about the Minions. We're like the only generation that doesn't like them. Because like you ask like moms over 60 about the Minions, they love them. Like use them in Facebook memes all the
Hmm.
time. And you ask like kids under like 15 about Minions, they're like, "Oh yeah, the Minions." And like everywhere in between,
Dead Zone.
no Minions.
Yep.
All right, anyway. Where was I? Oh
Here.
yeah, Star Wars. We got to talk about Star Wars.
Hmm.
The next Star Wars film will be Star Wars Starfighter. Yes, like the PlayStation 2 game, I'm hoping.
Yes.
I remember that. Which is directed by Sean Levy and will star Ryan Gosling, and it will have a release date of May 28th, 2027.
Yep. This will be 1 year and a couple weeks since Mandalorian and Grogu graced the
Hmm.
screens, and the next entry in the Star Wars one-off franchises.
And I bet
Of
they're
course,
hoping that it does better than Mandalorian Grogu did.
yes,
Oh, yeah, we'll
yes.
see.
D23 did get the first trailer, so expect that trailer to,
Yeah,
I guess, either be soon with what is it, with Hext,
yeah.
or it will definitely be with Avengers Doomsday.
Yeah, probably. And then as a bonus point about Starfighter, that logo is pretty nice. They brought back the original 70s Star Wars logo
Hmm.
and then put over it just Starfighter. And I'm like, interesting. It makes me think that they may be maybe going for a retro vibe here, which is maybe one of the most interesting things you can do with a Star Wars movie now. So cool.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, you're wearing a t-shirt with one of these characters on it. Bluey is a huge hit with both parents and their children, and so of course it was only a matter of time until a Bluey movie happened. Well, here it is. The Bluey movie trailer hit D23 with the new CG animation style, not like the 2D animated television show. And this will release on August 6th, 2027.
Yep. We kind of knew this was going to happen because Ludo, the studio behind Bluey, is not the main animator of
Hmm.
the Bluey movie.
Right.
They provide the input, they provide the story, but they are not the ones actually animating it. They're, in fact, animating the next season, which hasn't seen a new season in 5 years.
Got it. Okay.
There's only been officially 3 seasons of Bluey, which are all
Right.
available on Disney Plus, but they have put out kind of mini-sodes and
Yeah.
since then. But
Okay.
yeah, the official Bluey movie in this new CG style, kind of akin to that Peanuts movie that came out a while ago, where
Oh,
that
sure, sure,
was
sure, sure. Yeah.
in
20,
kind of like a more like 3D style.
yeah, the 2011 one?
Oh, has it been that long?
It
No,
has, believe it or not.
no. But yeah, it's yeah that'll be an August 6th release. We are 1 year out from that,
All right.
and I know where I will be celebrating a birthday for that.
Yep, I know you will. I know you will. Speaking of animated shows getting movies, Stop me if you've heard this one before, but The Simpsons will be coming
Stop.
to theaters. Yeah, I know,
Uh,
because it's happened before. In fact, they're even so aware of this that they're calling it the new Simpsons movie in a very Nintendo-like solution. And it will hit theaters in September on September 3rd, 2027.
yep. So first you have the kids animated movie, then you have the adult animated
Yep.
movie.
Something for everybody. Yeah, it's been a long time. This movie will come out 20 years after the release of the original Simpsons movie, if you can believe it.
Right. And that first Simpsons movie came out 20 years since it debuted.
Yes. Wrap your mind around that for a second. It's fun.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on. Frozen is a popular Disney franchise, and so popular it's coming back once again to theaters near you. Frozen 3 has been confirmed, and it will hit theaters in November 24th, 2027. They did some footage of this leaked. I did watch this. Um, I watched the presentation, which was really awkward, and then the actual footage, the first footage of Frozen 3. I'm not sure if this is something they need to be doing. It seems like the thrust this time is like, oh, like love stories. They got married, and like also Olaf has a love interest because sure, why not? And there's a new villain, mysterious villainess that we do not see the entire body of. So yeah, we'll find out.
Yeah, but you also realize that Frozen and Frozen 2 each made $1 billion.
I know why they're doing it, but it's just like story wise, I have yet to be convinced. But we'll see. There's a lot of time between now and when this is slated to come out.
Hmm. Yeah, and then
Meanwhile,
Frozen 4 is in development. We know this because they're
yes,
creating Frozen 3 and Frozen
back
4 back to
to
back.
back to back to back to back.
Hmm.
But yes, so there will be plenty of Frozen to come. Another thing that unfortunately there's plenty of, despite the let's say tepid reaction to live action Moana, are more Disney live action remakes. Next up is Tangled, which will get its remake March 31st, 2028. Sure.
Yep, this means that we are moving in to 2028. That Frozen
Yes.
3 on November 24th is your Thanksgiving release. I assume Disney will have a Christmas release. They just have not put this out here because we already know what that Christmas release will be for 2027. It is Secret Wars.
Yeah,
Unless
right.
otherwise stated,
It's the next
it
one
will be Avengers Secret Wars
because they have to
for
finish that.
Christmas
Right.
2027.
Because in all likelihood, Doomsday will be a cliffhanger that they will have to wrap up. So we will
Yes.
see.
And we know this because they already announced that
Yes.
Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars
Right.
will be set 1 year apart from each other. So
Right.
even though it's not here,
Yeah, we know
we
it.
already know that's what's going to happen. They just don't want to say that here because they want all the hype on Avengers Doomsday
Yes.
before they get into Secret Wars.
But of course, we know that partially something that these two Avengers movies are doing is setting up the X-Men in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And what
Mhm.
else is there to do once you've kind of said goodbye finally to the classic Fox film X-Men than to introduce a whole bunch of new X-Men and reboot the series proper?
Immediately reboot it.
Immediately reboot it. And that's exactly what they're doing. So at D23, they announced some of the cast of this new 2028. Yes, I know it's a while in the future. Um, X-Men cohort, including Sadie Sink. Yes, that's Sadie Sink as Jean Grey. Christopher Abbott as Professor X, Maya Boyd as Storm, Indy Navarrete, what a name, as Rogue, Samara Weaving as Emma Frost, Kit Connor as Cyclops, and Adam Driver, yes, Adam Driver, as Nathaniel Milbury, whoever the hell that is. I don't know anything about X-Men. Taking the screen May 5th, 2028.
You may not recognize the name Nathaniel Milbury, but
No,
you
I
may
don't.
recognize the name Mr. Sinister. Yeah, that's
No, I
who
don't.
Adam Driver will be playing.
Okay. Some sort of sinister character, I'm guessing.
Yes.
I mean, the names usually give you a hint about their personality. Like Doctor Doom, I wonder what he does. What's up with him, huh?
He doctors the Doom.
He doctors it. Yeah. What else we got? Next year.
Yep.
Live action $1 billion movie Lilo and Stitch, unfortunately, will return. It's getting a sequel. Lilo and Stitch 2 will come out on May 28th, 2028. It will likely not be an adaptation of direct-to-video sequel Lilo and Stitch 2, which already exists.
It might be because this one will feature Angel.
Will it really? Did they confirm this?
Yes, Angel shows
Ugh.
up in the image for it.
I have not seen any of the sequels to Lilo and Stitch, nor have I seen the television show. I do not I pretend I do not see all of the other experiments. Like I see like people younger than me, share pictures of these guys,
Hmm.
and I'm like, no, they don't exist. There was one movie and it was called Lilo and Stitch, and there was one experiment, and that's it. None of these guys exist.
Well, you gotta have Stitch has to have a love interest, Angel.
Stitch
Otherwise,
doesn't
why
have
the
to
hell
have a
are
love
they?
interest. Stitch
Yes,
is a
otherwise they have a
being of
blue.
pure chaos. He does
That's
not
why
need
you
to
have
have
a
sexuality.
blue character and a pink character
You don't
for the
need a
boys
pink
and
character
the
just because you have a blue
girls.
character. Come on.
Hey, tell that to the billion-dollar industry that is Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah, they won't listen to me. They won't take my calls.
Yes.
Anyways,
Well, you know what they're gonna get after this, right? Lilo Stitch 3, which is Leroy and Stitch.
let's not do that. I mean, I won't see this movie anyway, so it doesn't matter. Let's move
Okay.
on. Pixar will return with The Incredibles 3, which will have Brad Bird returning to write, but not direct, as finally the series will get a new director in Peter Sohn, who brought us Elemental, another Pixar movie that was just okay.
Look great.
That will be June 16th, 2028.
Yep.
Sorry, we have a guest
Yeah,
in the background and
Elements.
you got distracted for a second. I know because
Sorry.
she's getting her chips to go
Yes,
eat some tortilla
Elemental
chips.
is great to look at. I don't know about story wise, doesn't
Again,
quite hold
yeah, I
up
agree. I
amongst
agree.
the Pixar canon.
It's fine. It's fine. I don't know.
Yeah. Maybe it's what I'll return back to.
I don't think I will ever watch that movie again.
I mean,
uh,
I'll return back to it like just to see like how good it looks. Plus, it also might be a world in Kingdom Hearts. So
yeah, open the floodgates with Coco. Who knows what they're going to put in there, right?
exactly.
Speaking of Coco, I'm going to skip ahead because this is a transition I can do.
Yep.
Coco will also return with Coco 2, which has been announced for November 2029. I am equal parts upset and excited because I'm upset because I really, really hope they don't mess this up because Coco is a perfect movie.
Hmm.
And two, maybe it could be good and that could be potentially exciting, but I just can't imagine how you continue that story, especially by naming it Coco when you can't really do that.
Right, because Coco is the grandma. And
Yeah.
spoilers for
We know what
a
happened to Coco at the end of
what
Coco.
10-year-old movie now?
Yeah, if not
8-year-old movie?
older. But
2018?
yeah. Christy does a friend of the show here who is behind me does say that it is about dead people. No one really dies in Coco. And I'm like, yeah, well, they do though.
Well, that's
If they're
Disney for you. No
forgotten.
one really dies at Disney.
They're not going to forget Coco. You're right. She's on the ofrenda.
Yeah, you gotta remember me.
Yeah, they will remember her.
Hmm.
All right, we got to move on because we can't talk about Coco the
Yes.
whole time as much as I'd like to. Um, moving back a little bit in the calendar here, you have something called Clay here, a new Disney original film. Is this live action? Is this animated? Explain
Animated.
what Clay
New
is. Animated.
animated Disney film called Clay.
What is this about? Is this about Clay?
Uh,
Aiken?
no, this is about a anthropomorphic
Cassius
clay
Clay?
version.
Oh, okay.
No,
About
it stars
Clay.
Kieran Culkin as
Kieran
the
Culkin is Clay?
no. Kieran Culkin must save Clay
Does he
and
mold
care for
Clay?
Clay. The Clay's name is Mushy.
Mushy?
Yes, it's like a living like ball made of clay,
Okay.
and Kieran Culkin
S-
has to basically Big
Okay.
Daddy this thing.
Sentient clay ball mushy and Kieran
Yep.
Culkin. Okay,
Yes.
I'm at least interested.
Mhm.
So that's November 2028 for that one.
It's probably going to be your
Their
Thanksgiving release for
Thanksgiving, yeah.
2028.
And then also in Pixar news, Ghost Market has been announced as the newest Pixar
Oh
original
yeah,
Pixar film.
that is definitely a capital M.
Yes, proper noun. Thank you very much. Ghost Market, which will arrive spring of 2028.
Yep, they're telling a ghost story. It's going to be an
Mhm.
original film, 2028. We'll get more as it comes closer. But yeah, I don't expect it to keep the spring 2028 date, which is why I said spring and
No.
not put an actual date on it.
We'll see. We'll see if, when that happens.
Yep.
And if you can't get enough of Anne Hathaway, even though she's been in like 16 billion movies this year, you'd be surprised to know, or you'll be happy to know, I guess, that the Princess Diaries 3 has been announced without Julie Andrews. Sorry. Just Anne Hathaway, but hey, that's enough to sell some people, I'm sure. So the
Yep.
Princess Diaries will continue.
Yeah, people thought Julie Andrews would be returning, but she did confirm earlier this week after it was announced that she would not be reprising her role.
No.
Of course, you know what this means.
What?
Julie Andrews will be reprising her role, and she's just saying this.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know about that. I
You would
trust her when she says
you
that.
bring her out for one scene and one scene only. I think
And
you do
maybe,
it.
maybe. No. Anyways, not the point. And
All right.
then lastly, in Disney movie updates from D23, Zootopia 2 did so well they couldn't stop there. God, no. Zootopia 3 has been announced into production. No release window at all. This is so far on the horizon, they won't even tell us when this is going to happen. But yes, there will eventually be a Zootopia 3.
I mean, maybe it won't take 10 years.
Probably
Or
not.
sorry, was it? That was 2017 release, so
Yeah, so
9 years,
yeah,
8 years.
almost a decade.
Yeah, 8 years
Won't,
for a
won't take that long.
sequel.
Or maybe it will take that long. That's the
Who
nice thing
knows?
about this. Who knows?
Yeah.
All right. Let's move out of movies into we're going to rewind and talk about some television real
All right, we're
quick.
gonna rapid fire this because we
Yeah,
gotta
that's
go
what I
on a
was
note here.
hoping you'd say because we
All
need
right.
to wrap this up.
So all of these TV shows will be coming to
Yes.
Disney Plus. I'm just gonna
Disney
rapid fire
Plus.
this. Coven Academy. You want your
Yes.
witches? They're here, October
Witches.
1st.
Witches.
Uh, Vision Quest, the final completed
Yes.
TV, Marvel TV, completing the Wanda trilogy, will come out October 14th. It will also be the last Marvel production
Yes.
before Doomsday.
I have also heard this will also be the last of its kind potentially for a while because Disney as a studio will be moving away from Marvel's television series after this.
Yep, it
That's
will,
what
it
I
will
read.
shut down Marvel
Yeah.
TV as a
Like a
division,
it,
and they'll
it may
stick
still happen in
to,
small bits and pieces, but not in the way that it's been
yeah,
delivered
they'll
so
do more
far.
of like the special features
Right.
rather than like an actual show.
More Werewolf by Night, less WandaVision.
Yep.
Yeah.
We also have Percy Jackson and the Olympians. The season 3 teaser
Yep.
is out there um, with a release date of November 20th
Yep.
this year. Then going into next year, Star Wars Ahsoka Season 2. The trailer is out and it has a release date of January 20th, hitting you right in the beginning early of the year. Following that, in February of next year, we have Oswald in a three-part miniseries. Matt,
Yes.
you love Oswald as much as I do.
I don't really care about Oswald. The one thing I do love about Oswald, I know we're going long, but I need to say this because it's my favorite fact about Disney ever.
About how Disney reacquired
Yes, is
Oswald.
how Disney reacquired Oswald. They traded a human man.
Yes,
They said, "Hey, Al Michaels, we're sending you to where did they send him to
to
Universal?
NBC,
Yeah, to
to
NBC,
Universal, to
Universal.
do Sunday Night Football.
So Universal could give them back the rights to Oswald the Lucky Rabbit.
Yes, because Al Michaels was ESPN Monday Night Football.
Yeah, it just makes me so happy just to know that a cartoon character was traded for a human man.
It is also
Anyways,
my favorite part of that.
but yes, Oswald will get his own miniseries, sure.
Yeah.
They already tried this. This was called Epic Mickey, and it was a video game.
Yes. My
How
second favorite
soon we
fact is how
forget.
Oswald in DCA,
Yeah,
Disney California Adventure, has his one shop before Buena Vista Street because it is before the start of
right.
Disney
It
on
makes
Buena
sense
Vista.
when you think about it. But yes,
It's a great thing.
very fun.
But yeah, two other shows. These are, well, one other show, Cars, Lightning Racers. If you like cars, they're coming to Disney Plus,
Yes.
but it's going to be for Disney Junior as well. So temper your expectations there.
It's a kids show. I did see, however, Cheryl Crow is going to write a song for this thing.
She's
Sure, why not?
wrote the opening song for it.
Why not?
Yep.
Sure.
And then we already mentioned it, Kingdom Hearts. This series will be coming to
Yes.
the Disney Channel and Disney Plus. So
Right.
it won't be Disney Plus exclusive. You'll also
No.
get it on the Disney Channel.
Okay.
But yeah, no date announced for
Yes.
that, but I assume some point next year before Kingdom Hearts 4.
Yes. And lastly, to wrap up the D23 news, something they do annually at the show is, or semi-annually, whatever it is now, is name some Disney legends. And this year, these were the new Disney legends. Chris Berman,
Boomer.
sportscaster. Yep.
Hmm.
Jerry Bruckheimer, producer and director extraordinaire. Susan Egan, the original voice of Belle in Beauty and the Beast.
Hmm.
Eric Goldberg, an animator. Anne Hathaway. Bob Iger, former CEO,
And
current Lakers
current
owner.
Lakers owner.
Kim Irvine. Actually, this one I don't know.
Animator, not animator, Imagineer for Disney Park.
Imagineer. Okay. Can ask my coworker about that. She
But her
knows some.
parents were animators for Disney.
Oh, there you go. Dwayne Johnson, of course, The Rock. The Jonas Brothers. You know who they are.
But not the
Lin-Manuel
bonus Jonas.
Miranda, because of course Lin-Manuel Miranda. And voice actor and actor extraordinaire and the best addition, in my opinion, Alan Tudyk. Let's go.
Yes, because it's not a Disney animated film if Alan Tudyk is
Unless
missing.
Alan Tudyk is there in some capacity. Yeah, you have to have him. All right. That's it for the legends. That's it for D23. And that's it for this long ass podcast. Let's take a
Yeah,
break
we went
with
long.
from our voices. And we'll be back next week for more. In the meantime, you can catch us in video form on YouTube by searching Media Boat Podcast. You can find us on podcast services in audio form by searching Media Boat Podcast. You can find us on the internet by searching Media Boat Podcast. And you can email us no. You can email us by emailing mediaboatpodcast@gmail.com. I got so close to nailing that. All right.
Yeah,
We'll be back next week.
we'll be back next week with the end of August. We'll have the wrap up there.
Mhm.
And yeah, more news, more thoughts, more of Matt losing, and more of us.
Hey,
All right, bye.
bye. Don't see Insidious. Bye.